Imagine a life where you are scared of leaving your house. You stay home ordering food because you don't want to hear that restaurant say foreigners are not allowed. When you leave your home, you have to stay away from people so you don't have to watch them run away from you. You stand so you don't have to watch them move away when you sit beside them. You see people turn away when they see you because they don't want to walk on the same path as you. Well, for the bad side, 2020 has been like a very difficult year for me in terms of living in China. Like 2020 has been the worst because I have seen like there was a time that I was literally like, I just want to get out of this country. I don't want to be in this country. I am not welcomed here. These people do not want me here. I felt so uncomfortable going downstairs from my house. I felt so uncomfortable being outside because it felt like nobody wanted me in this country. So like, let's just get into all that. So as you guys all know, 2020 outbreak, pandemic. So with that, with the rumors, I'm sure you guys heard the rumors one time that, you know, there was racism going on in Guangzhou. You know, some Chinese people were saying, oh, the blacks are the ones bringing corona into China. And you know, like I also made a video about it that time. Like, you know, there were so much rumors saying, oh, the black people are the ones with COVID, black people are the ones bringing it into China. So there was a lot of discrimination against the black people, mostly in Guangzhou, but it's like it really spread around China. Like even me, like I live by train, I live like literally almost 2 days away from Guangzhou, like by slow train, but like I was able to feel the discrimination very badly. And like it got to a point where, you know, when I'm outside and then I'm with someone else that's also black, or you know, just when black people are outside, let me use myself because it's my experience. When I'm outside, you can walk past a Chinese person, maybe you know that person is not wearing a mask, that person has not been wearing a mask, and does no person did not even bother. But when they walk past you, all of a sudden they, in fact, someone does not have a mask, I'm sure your hands are not clean, but you use your hands to cover your face just because you're about to walk past someone that is black. And you know, black people are the ones bringing it into China. That was a very bad time. I remember I went into a shop one time with somebody else. I was in a shop, and then like the other Chinese people in the shop, like this was when, you know, things were settling in China. So that maybe April, May. And then, you know, like some people were wearing masks, some were not wearing masks. You know, people were not really bothered because things were better. So like this man came into the shop, saw me, saw this other person who were Africans, and then all of a sudden he took out his hoodie, removed his hoodie and put his hoodie on his face, and like did not want to come close to us. And you know, the owner of the shop in Chinese was like, oh, come on, you don't need to wear your mask, like take it off, we don't have, you know, corona here. And the man was like, no, he's not taking it off, and he was trying to like point towards us, like show the shop attendants like these people are in here, like why would he not cover his face? This man was not wearing his mask, but he was using his hoodie to cover his face. And I felt it's I don't know how it made me feel. I mean, it just made me feel like really unwanted, really like not welcomed in this country. Like it's like I'm walking on the streets and I feel like, do these people think I am infected? Do these people think I have this these people think I have COVID? Like it was a very sad time. It just felt like honestly, it's so hard for me to put my feelings into words right now, but that was a very sad time for me. And you know, I'm the only black person that lives in my estate. I'm the only foreigner that lives in my estate. So like, you know, walking on the streets of my estate where I live, and you see people, acting a certain way towards you because you are black, and then there's COVID around, and it was not a good time. I remember one time I went to China Mobile to recharge my phone. You know, when I got in there, people, like, there were free seats, but like people were not wanting me to sit down close to them. But then at the same time, there was also a woman, a Chinese woman, when she noticed some people did not want me to sit close to them, she took her bag and said, oh, I should come sit beside her. So, people like that were able to help me get through such tough period. And it wasn't just me. Like when we started going to the hospital, I started seeing some of my classmates. Sometimes we talk, and we're able to talk about how high discrimination got, how bad racism got during this whole COVID period for blacks. And like, it was like somebody was telling me, oh, like she was on the bus coming to the hospital, she was not wearing her white coat, so like she got into the bus and some Chinese people like stood up and did not want to stay near her. They went to go stand. And then those people were also coincidentally going to the hospital. So when she got to the hospital, and then she went through the doctor's entrance, because we go through the doctor's entrance, and then she now met those same people that did not want to stay close to her in the bus. But by then she had already worn her white coat, and then now those people were now trying to form, oh, look at this person that we saw in the bus, she's actually a doctor. And when you wear your white coat, the discrimination is a bit less, because they're like, oh, this is a black doctor, oh, this is an African doctor, international doctor. It's a bit less. But these are the same people that were discriminating against you in the bus, but because you're black. But when you came into the hospital and you wore your white coat, now it's like, oh wow, we did not know type of feeling. Yes. I mean, okay, because I have been in China for a while, I can say I understand Chinese to an extent. So Chinese people talk about you a lot, especially because you are foreigners, and most especially because you are black. They will always talk about you, like they will always gossip about you when in your front. Like you can be sitting here and somebody will sit right opposite you and they will be talking about you right in your front, most likely because they don't think you understand. So now, because I can understand what they are saying, it has become very difficult for me to be in such situations. It's like you can always hear people talk about you, you can even hear what they are saying, and it can be very tiring. It's like everywhere you go, somebody's talking about you. You pass somewhere where you are the only black person there, you hear people talking about you and looking at you and like saying, look at her. Or it's like it got very uncomfortable. And like I said, I'm the only black person living in my estate. Like even up till now, if I go downstairs, you will find some Chinese people, some old men and women that always talk about me whenever I pass. Like there's sometimes I don't even pass a certain road because they would. It's like I'm like, you see me almost every day, but yet every time I pass you must talk about me, every single time. And it's just tiring. I mean, if I did not understand what they were saying, then I won't even mind, but I can actually understand what they are saying, and it is just very tiring. I remember one time I was passing right in my estate too. I was walking, and there's some kids, little kids, they were just talking about, oh, look at this black person, oh, in their country they are very poor, black people are very poor where they are coming from, that is why, like, these are very small kids. And their parents were there with them, and the parents did not seem to want to correct them. Maybe the parents don't even know so much, but the parents did not even tell them anything. And this is happening in like the estate where I live, where I pass through every single day. It is different if it's happening outside. And whenever I come home, I am like safe. What is happening right in my estate? And I'm just like, imagine how I would feel going outside every single time. It was like, it is really bad. And there's a policeman that works in my estate that has always is always checking up on me. Every time I pass, he ensures he must greet me, he must talk to me. So people like that just make me feel like, oh yeah, you're really welcome here. And it feels really good up till now. As long as he is out there and I walk past, he must call me. Even if I don't see him, he must call me and make sure he says hi to me and smiles at me, which has really made me feel like welcome with how bad things have been this year. I remember one time I went, like this same year, I went to the park. I went on a boat ride. I made a vlog about that. So there's some teenagers that were on the boat, and then they were shouting some very vulgar English words. I don't even know if I can say it here because YouTube policies, but they were using the F word and calling me a using the B word too, and just saying some very nasty things. And they were saying it in English, the language that, you know, I understood what they were saying. They were on another boat, and at that moment it just made me feel so bad, made me feel so sad. Like there was so much discrimination this year that I was like, no, I really need to be out. I cannot stay here. These people don't want me here. Like 2020 like just showed me a different side of China, a different side of the discrimination that was like so bad. Well, like, I mean, overall I have had like a wonderful experience living here for so long. There has been the good, there has been the bad. I mean, it has just been a wonderful time. Like, I have learned a lot, experienced a lot, and you know, I mean, with COVID gradually reducing, the same time, you know, the discrimination level has also reduced. But there was a time, this 2020, where it was very bad. It was very bad. So yes, you guys, please, nobody should go to my comment section and be negative. Please, I am sharing my own experience, things that have happened to me. So don't come and be negative or leave insults or talk negatively about black people just because I experienced any of this. Please, if you're that type of person, please just stay out of my comment section. Thank you. So I mean, I'm going to end this video here. That is all for now. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below about your highlights, your best and worst moments living as a foreigner in China, and just share this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers and more, so please subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.